to the A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words podcast. Join us as we discuss the antics of pro athletes, sports politics, and everything in between. No sport nor athlete is off limits. Now, get you a pitcher of wine and enjoy the show. Here are your hosts, Lene and Linnell Fletcher, aka the Fletcher Twins. Hey y'all, this your girl Nell. Welcome back.
And this your girl, Nay. What's up?
So yes, this is episode 7, lucky number 7. Excited.
My favorite number.
Excited about that. That actually is my favorite number too. I like 7 and 14. We have a lot of the same favorites. Like both our favorite color is black, right? Your favorite color black?
Yeah.
Okay, before we even get started, I just want to give a quick shout out and rest in peace to Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Unfortunately, she just passed away last night. So prayers with the family, and I just hope she rests in peace, and thank you for all that you've done for the country. Okay, let's get started. What are we sipping on today, Nay? You can go first.
Oh, well, actually, I piggybacked off you from last week. With the mimosa. I made it for the first time today, and I think it goes because it's 10 o'clock in the morning. So I don't think I will be frowned upon today.
No, you would not be frowned upon because it is brunch time. But yeah, I made it too, and I actually made a picture of it, so I have a lot more. But I'm just sipping on one glass right now. If I need a second, I will go get it. But yeah, that's my breakfast. What y'all talking about being frowned upon? That's my breakfast. Were we supposed to eat something before that? I don't know. But I'm staying in today, so I'll be safe.
Yeah, me too. COVID free.
Yeah, and it's getting chilly up here. The low for today, I think, is 48, and the high is like 64. I had to sleep under my comforter last night for the first time in months. I'm like, New York, you starting already? Fall technically doesn't start, I think, to this Tuesday, the 21st or something like that. So we should still be in the 80s, sir. Give us our last 3 days. Give us our last 3 days.
No, I want the fall, winter to hurry up because we sitting over here in the 90s and almost hitting 100 in Florida. This is ridiculous. Literally, I walk from my door to my truck and I'm drenched already just from that short walk.
Sometimes in the summer here, when I walk to the subway, it's like that too. And then once I go downstairs to go in the actual subway and wait on a train, if you wait more than 2 minutes for a train in the summer, you already got sweat dripping down your back, because that's me. Sweat be dripping down my back. But anyway, yeah, I hope the fall and the spring are the best seasons here. It's like you see the leaves turning, and it'd be a cool 60, 65, 70. But yeah, our winter technically doesn't start, at least weather-wise, our winter doesn't start till about November, where it gets like in the 30s and 20s, and then January and February it'd be in the teens and stuff. January and February is the coldest months here. I realized that, so not looking forward to those 2 months. Anyway, while I'm sipping on my mimosa, it was a lot of games this week. So happy. Sports are back in full swing. NBA playoffs. I'm ready for the ship to start. And football is back in full swing. I like to see my Jets, even though it's not starting too good for my Jets. So I'm a just look at my Chiefs and look at other players. And other players that I like. And yet remember the question from last week. Our fans did say you can have a favorite player on a different team that's not your favorite team. So I just wanted to let everybody know we were right.
Thank you.
Anywho, okay, let's get to the nitty gritty of this episode. I think this is the first time we talked about boxers, Nate. Is that correct? Boxers?
Yeah. Yep.
First time we're talking about this sport. Okay. So we're going to be talking about two popular fighters, shall I say. The first one is Conor McGregor. You all know him. We all love him. We all love to hate him.
I like him. I'm a fan.
I'm not anymore. So we're going to have to battle this out because before we even get into the story, why do you like him? Because I can tell you right now why I don't. He's too cocky for me. He's like
But I think all fighters are. Look at Mayweather. You think he's not cocky?
I didn't like him either until he fought Conor, because Conor was a little bit too much. So I was actually had to go to or be on Floyd Mayweather's side.
I
Like
think that's
Conor,
why I like him. His cockiness, to me, I see it as confidence. And I like it. And he's cute.
oh, that's a factor. Looks, okay. And but no, yeah, back when he's too is okay. Yes, you're right. You're supposed to be confident / cocky if you're a fighter. But I'm talking about like out of the ring. He think he's such a tough guy, and he probably can fight, but he know he can't fight regular people. But he always attempts to do so. That's why I don't like him. Like off the field, it seems like or off outside of the ring, it seems like he just always trying to prove himself. Like, dude, we know you're a fighter. We know you can fight. Just shut up, sit down, and enjoy your dinner. Like, he do unnecessary stuff. He's entertaining, but he comes with a lot of controversy. Anyway, he's a UFC fighter. And yeah, a few years back when when he tried to come in a boxing ring with Floyd had to shut that down real quick. Like, you UFC, don't come into my world. We ain't asked for you. Don't do that. He shut it down.
Yeah, I expected more. I was disappointed in that fight.
You were going for Conor?
Yes.
Oh,
I
no.
told you I am a fan. I was going for Conor. I really was. And plus, I like his first name.
I love his first name, but no, I wasn't going like, you not coming into my world and be my, but that's not gonna happen. That's not going to happen. But yeah, let me list some of his controversies throughout his career. Okay, the New York Times reported on 2 different occasions in 2019, so that was last year, that wasn't long ago, that Conor was under investigation for sexual assault in Ireland, which is where he's from. He's got himself into trouble for punching an elderly man in the bar and breaking a fan's phone after leaving a nightclub. See what I'm talking about? This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. I don't like the out of the ring shenanigans. This is insane.
Fighters have egos, and so you can't really approach them or try them like a regular person because they have anger management problems as it is. Obviously, they're getting paid and trained to fight. So they have anybody who do that has some sort of anger management problems.
That's what I was
on some level.
Yeah, I was going to get into that later. But yeah, I don't know. I just think, yeah, see, me as a fan of anybody, I wouldn't approach them unless they were at probably an event where fans can approach them. Like, if I seen somebody at dinner, I would probably sneak and take a picture of them eating dinner, but I wouldn't go interrupt their dinner or interrupt anything they're doing to take a picture.
And you know,
some
fans, and I'm putting that in quotation mark, some fans just try you because they know who you are and they know you got more to lose than them.
And they want their money.
Yeah, and they want to see if you actually gonna do something.
And a fighter is an easy person to try because they would respond. Okay, he also assaulted a referee, and I actually looked at this video where he assaulted a referee. The thing is, he was at a fight, right? And his friend won. Kudos, whatever. We popping bottles tonight, whatever. So he jumps into the ring before the man is even crowned whatever title he just won. He jumps into the ring, hugs his friend, which is good, whatever. But you're not supposed to be able to jump in the ring, but whatever. So I don't think the referee knew it was him. And even if he did know it was him, you're not supposed to jump in the ring after a fight. Like, I don't care who you are. Just like when I think Philly won the Super Bowl, Kevin Hart tried to get on the field, and the perfect was like, no. I know who you are, but you need to sit down.
Yeah, kind of like when Lil Mama got on the stage with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys.
Oh my gosh. That was so funny, and I can't believe she did that, but she represented for New York. Anywho, so he hugged his fan. They all happy, celebrating and falling. The referee didn't know who he was, so the referee kind of shoved him, but it wasn't a bad shove. And then afterwards, kind of going after the referee like he about to fight him. Like, you really gonna sit up here and fight this referee? But also, it's 1,000 people in there. They not gonna let you fight this man. So also, I think it'd be a front. Like, they not about to sit there and let you and this man go one-on-one. So that's another thing that I think he just do it just to, I think he liked this as an image, but whatever. Then the biggest thing that he did, which was also on video, is he threw a metal dolly at a bus full of other UFC players because he was mad at one of the UFC players. It was
that a weight? What is that?
I think it is a weight. I don't know. I didn't Google it.
Okay.
But I remember this video like it was yesterday, and it was mayhem. And I'm like, he was mad at one of the players. So when he threw it, it bust the glass of the tour bus, and the glass actually injured some people. I don't even think he injured the player he was trying to fight. He was trying to get off the bus. I think it was like a Russian player or something. I don't even think that person was injured. But he definitely got anger issues and he need to do something. But yeah, for that offense, the tour bus fallout, he had to do 3 days of anger management and community service. I'm like, 3 days of anger management, really? And he threw a year? Like, come on.
Yeah, that's crazy. Ain't that the same amount of days Portia Williams went to anger management for Dragon Kenya?
That is hilarious. And she will always talk about it, and they will always try to ask her about it, and she never wanted to say nothing about it. Like, are you in anger management or not? And I don't even think she's on the level of anger as this guy. This guy, something ticked him off when he was a kid, and he needs to identify that. Anywho, so his latest accusation, which is what we actually here to talk about, is he was arrested and interrogated by French police earlier this week or last week on allegations of sexual assault. So the girls say he allegedly exposed himself when she was headed to the restroom in the club.
First of all, what type of club you at where you can even see that? Like, is it a nightclub where the lights are off, or is it a day club where the lights are on? Because I wouldn't even see that. It's just so, I'm not saying it didn't happen, but it's just so unbelievable.
Oh Lord, here we
go.
I
was thinking maybe you know how guys adjust themselves. Maybe he was adjusting himself and it was too big and it just fell out. I don't know.
Really?
Because I find it hard to believe that he was like, he was playing peekaboo. Now you see me, now you don't. I don't get it.
Peekaboo. But remember, now that you brought that up, the adjusting it. Remember Eminem? Every time he performed, he would adjust himself. And I just was, and because I was a fan, I like wanting to marry Eminem. And I used to always be like, just pull your pants down. Like, what's bothering you? But anyway, if he did expose himself, see, I don't know whether to believe the girl or not, but I'm gonna take the side of believing the girl since you like your Conor. But I think I'm like, so if he did pull himself out, like, sir, what does that do for you? Like, what does you showing me that do for you? Because it ain't gonna do nothing for me. Because if it ain't at attention, it ain't gonna do nothing for me. And if you walk into the bathroom, it ain't at attention.
That's crazy. You never know. I don't know. Yeah, it wouldn't do nothing for me either. I just would be like, okay, all right.
Like, I see you. Bye. Meet me in the back later. But anyway, no. Speaking of, if she couldn't see it, I think they were in the restroom area. So maybe it was like lights in the restroom area. But he needs to come. Of course, he denies it. We have to say that. Of course, he denies it. So I guess that's like an ongoing investigation. But it's always he say versus he say. Like, I wonder if there was a camera back there. But normally in the restrooms there are no cameras, so it's going to be he say versus she say. And if he just want to throw this away, he can throw money at it. I guess, I don't know.
But
there's no way that you can prove it. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people settle even if they didn't do it just because they don't want the bad press anymore.
But it's already out there. You said it before it comes out.
That's true. But yeah, I don't know how you can prove that though. If it was no cameras there, is not like his semen can be on her or in her. So I don't know but even if, like, let's say he did do it, I don't think you can go to jail for that.
Yes, you can. I think it's called indecent exposure. You can't expose yourself in public.
In tell the bombs in New York.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so yeah, we did talk about his anger issues. I think he need to be disciplined more by the UFC, and then I think he will get his stuff together, because it seems like every time he do something, he doesn't get punished that harshly. Like, they need to ban him for the game for like 2 years. He can go sit down and be daddy to his kid and his fiance and see how much he missed the game and how much he missed the game. Because I think Honestly, I think he liked the fame. I think he liked the bad boy image. He want to be viewed as a tough guy. And you ain't tough if you beating on people that you can beat. Like, try somebody your own size and that can do what you can do. Like Floyd when he beat you. Like, try him again.
Oh my God.
Don't be trying random fans and people in the bathroom. Sir, I don't like him.
So you want him to sit down and be zaddy to the fiance?
Yeah, you need to be zaddy. Anywho, okay, moving on. You need to talk about Gervonta Davis. First of all, Gervonta.
Yeah, that sums it up right there.
All right, now I don't need to say nothing then.
We can end this episode now.
Anyway, so he recently came out and apologized for something he did in February. So that's why we're discussing it, even though the act was way in February. But we need to discuss the act first before we talk about his apology.
If it was that.
So he, first of all, okay, he was at a celebrity basketball event in Miami. What up, Miami 305? And he saw his baby mama / ex-girlfriend in the audience. She was sitting courtside too. And I guess he didn't want her at the game. So he violently went over to her and jacked her up and pulled her out the game. And this is on camera, sir. Remember 2 weeks ago and then again, the first episode, we said cameras everywhere. Y'all don't listen to us. There are cameras everywhere, okay? And so this is on a lot of people's camera. He jacked her up, removed her violently from the game, and then they went into like the locker room area where it was even another more commotion.
And more another camera. Did you see that from that angle? Because I saw from that angle also.
Yeah, I saw from the locker room camera.
Did you see that there was a big guy in black that was holding his phone up filming it, and he tried to fight the guy? And the guy wasn't backing down. The guy was bigger than him. The guy, I don't know.
The guy would have still got beat. Boxers are boxers. It don't matter. The guy would.
But he wasn't backing down. You can't tell me I can't record you. Go ahead.
That's fine. He would have got beat up, but he got some money. I get beat up for $1 million soon.
Oh my God.
Anyway, but yeah, so when I'm looking at the event, the jacking up situation, you want to know what first came into my mind? Because this is his ex-girlfriend / baby mama. The first thing that came to my mind is, who watching the baby? Where the baby at?
Oh my God.
Because if you, the guy, Gervonta, think that the girl wasn't going to be there, I'm sure he thought she would be with the baby and vice versa. I need to know where the baby.
I need to know why you were so upset that I was at the game. Because if you at the game, why can't I be at the game too? We not together. I don't know you and you don't know me. Just cut that check at the end of the month for the child support. Go ahead.
It's so, yeah, his explanation was kind of bizarre, and we can get into that later, but I need to know who was keeping the child. And secondly, why do that in public? And people got cameras. Like, come on, cameras are everywhere. But the police report said that the woman suffered injuries to her lip and jaw after the altercation, and Gervonta was eventually arrested and hit with 2 charges of misdemeanor battery. And then I'm like, her lip was busted and she had an injury to her jaw, but he said he didn't hit her. So how you get injuries for just being jacked up? I need to know.
No,
I mean, I didn't see him hit her, so I'm not saying he did.
That's why he's saying that. Because there's no camera angle that shows he hit her. Because once they went in the locker room and they went like to the right side from the camera angle, they went to like a right side and wasn't no camera over there. So we didn't see what he did after that. That's why he's saying that.
Okay, yeah, because I'm not going to sit up here and say he hit her. I just need to know how you get a lip injury and a jaw injury, and if you didn't get hit. Maybe Casper the ghost hit her. I don't know. Yeah, so he went on a podcast.
Go ahead. Sorry, I just caught that.
Hey, somebody did something. We need to know. But yeah, so he went on a podcast and he finally admitted that he was wrong or whatever. I told you, everybody be admitting stuff on podcasts. Podcast is the wave of the future. Y'all need to get y'all a show. Anywho, and he said he wishes things had gone differently and he was quote unquote just mad. And I'm like, well, mofo, if you was mad, I hate to see you when you get angry. Like, if that was mad, what you do when you angry?
So did he actually say, I'm sorry, I apologize? Did he say those phrases, those terms anywhere in this, on this podcast interview?
No, and I watched the interview where they talked about that part, because obviously it was a long interview, but I only listened to the part where they talked about this. He didn't say that. He said, but he admitted he was wrong. And he said he vehemently says he did not hit her, and he would. He's a boxer, so if he hit her, like if he hit anybody, it's like done, like with his career and everything. He can't hit people because he's a boxer. And he said he kept saying he loved her, but this the part that threw me. He said he was trying to protect her. And I'm like, he kept saying, I want to protect her and get her out of that situation. She shouldn't have been in that situation. And I'm like, sir, what were you protecting her from? It was a celebrity basketball game. You protecting her from the groupies you had there? I'm confused. Or what was so scary that was her? Because that video looked like she needed protection from you.
That's what I was thinking. First of all, I'm gonna take it back a little bit. When he said he admitted he was wrong, but nobody ever came out and said you was right. So we didn't need you to admit that. And secondly, yeah, he said he was by jacking her up and injuring her lip and her jaw. He was protecting her. Like, so what you was protecting her from, sir? A pit bull, a avalanche, a stampede, a deranged clown? What? Because if you was protecting me like that, then you got to be protecting me from something that's going to kill me. So what was it, sir?
All I know is she need protection from you, Gervonta. She don't need protection from your groupies at the basketball game, okay?
Shoot, and seeing that video, I'd rather just die if something about to kill me.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead.
Oh, my God. Okay. He did also in the interview say he sought professional help to control how he reacts to things in the future. He did say that, so that's good, Gervonta. That's a good thing.
Which is AKA anger management for 3 days with somebody he knew. Go ahead.
Somebody he paying under the table to say what he want to say?
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, his battery case is still playing out in the court system. You know, the court system takes forever. So we'll see what he probably just have to pay a fine and do community service, because I doubt she's going to press charges on her baby daddy, because we be protecting these black men out here. They don't protect us, but we be protecting them. We don't be wanting to put our baby daddies and our boyfriends in jail and stuff like that, but they'll be slapping us around. But see, with that situation, what I'm thinking, I think Gervonta doesn't want her, but he don't want anybody else to have her. That's the kind of situation that looked like for me.
Yeah, because if I'm not with you anymore, why would you care if I'm at a celebrity basketball game? You think I'm gonna meet somebody that's more popular than you, that's more owned than you, that got more rank than you?
He got anger issues, because like you said, I don't know what type of person can just beat somebody up for fun, because that's what they're doing. They're doing it for fun and they're doing it for money. I can't be a boxer or any type of fighter for a living, because I can't hit you unless I'm in immediate danger, sir.
Yeah, and like if you gotta protect me like that, I'd rather just die, like I said before. Sorry, I just had to repeat that. Don't protect me if it's like that.
I don't need your protection, sir. Don't need it. Anywho, so enough with that. I hope that case is being played out in the court system. Like we said, we will continue to follow up with that story, and hopefully it is well and he gets the help he needs. So now it's time for our flashback moment. And of course, since we're talking about boxing, our flashback moment got something to do with Mike Tyson, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to just run down some of the controversies he's been known to get into. In the fall of 1992, that was when our brother was born. Terrence, what's up, Terrence? You better be listening, because I'm going to ask you. Anyway, so 1992, Tyson's career was hit by another major controversy. He was sentenced to 6 years in jail and convicted on rape charges, right? First of all, 6 years, if you rate somebody 6 years, not enough, but that's another topic for another day. However, the sentence was later reduced to 3 years, but Mike has always insisted that the attack was made up.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like McGregor saying he didn't expose himself. And then Tyson was eventually released early due to the lack of evidence against him. But in my head, which is good for him, but in my head, I'm like, how y'all convict him, but then say there was a lack of evidence? What did y'all convict him on then? I'm confused. I mean, I'm not on his side, but like, how can y'all convict this man and put him in jail for rape, but then let him out because of lack of evidence? Like, what was y'all doing during the trial? What evidence was used during the trial?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
And then,
go ahead.
what? No, I was about to talk about Robin Givens. Did you have anything else to say about the rape conviction?
No, it's just insane how he got 3 years and then they said, "Oops, you can get out now. We didn't have enough evidence to keep you in there."
My bad. I held you in the prison for such and such time. My bad. No hard feelings. Whatever. Anyway, and yeah, his ex-wife Robin Givens. It's crazy because I actually watched this interview to prepare for this episode. They were doing an interview with Barbara Walters, and Robin said she was in fear of him while they were married, and he has a bad temper, and she was scared of him, and he has a problem controlling his temper and stuff like that. And I'm like, first of all, he's sitting right beside you. Like, what if he would have punched you in the face on live TV? Like, I would have been scared to say I was scared of him. Like, come on. And it's like they were sitting there all comfortable, and she's saying this like it was nothing. I'm like, that's crazy.
Do you know, last night I was scrolling on our Instagram for the podcast, and a podcast posted that and this is so crazy that we talking about this today, that Robin Givens recently, like probably this week, served Mike Tyson with a cease and desist. So they still going through this 29 years, 28 years later.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my God, what is going on? But a lot of people, especially in our community, don't believe Robin Givens at all. They think her and her mom was just out trying to get her money, but that's neither here nor there because I don't even remember that. But yeah, my lesson is to all the women: don't date a fighter. That's honestly, like, don't date a fighter. That's because I would be scared to make him upset. I couldn't be myself around a fighter, honestly, because I'm sarcastic. I got dry humor. Like they wouldn't like me, and I'd be getting punched in the face all the time. And I'd be like, it was just a joke. You didn't have to give me a black eye. It was just a joke. Anyway. One more thing.
That's crazy. Don't date them. Just let them be single for forever, or let them date each other.
That's an option too. Ain't nothing wrong with being gay. Anyway, one more thing. Yeah. Since we brought up Mike Tyson, you know him and Roy Jones Jr. doing an exhibition fight on November 28th, right? Him and Roy Jones Jr. And I'm like, if y'all don't sit y'all, I still got it. I want to relive my heydays, but I'm going to need something icy hot after this fight over. Down, I know something.
Not the icy hot, but that works though.
They going to need something afterwards. I think they both in their early 50s. Like, can y'all sit down, please, and let people like Gervonta and all these other people fight?
These athletes don't be wanting to let it go. I know that's all they got, or they going for themselves, but let it go, sir. Like I literally was thinking about this last night when I was watching the Lakers game.
Don't do it.
And yes, I'm doing it. And you know how LeBron done been in the league for 50 years, and 50? You got Murray, this upcoming superstar. He's young and stuff, and like it's still like anytime anybody talk about the NBA, they always talk about LeBron James. It's like, I've been hearing about him for 75 years. I'm 75.
Done. Y'all, first of all, you
let
need
these
to stop.
new people come up and let them do their thing. We need some more superstars. I'm tired of talking about LeBron James for 85 years.
First of all, you need to stop because you're going up every time the years come. You need to stop. But it's so funny because I was on the phone last night doing the game, right? And I did mention to the guy I was on the phone with, I was like, oh my God, LeBron going to be out of the league within the next 3 years. Like, he's not going to play for more than 3 more years. And I'm like, who am I supposed to root for? Like, this is crazy. This going to be all a new bunch of people because LeBron was our era. Like, he's a generational type player. He was in our generation. Who am I going to root for? But then I found the person.
Dame time?
Dame time. Dame
Dame
dollar.
time. It's Dame time. Okay.
But anyway, so now it's time for our highlight of the week. And this is a good one. This is juicy.
Okay.
Our highlight of the week is WNBA player Maya Moore. First of all, her name Maya Moore, it sounds like an actress. You know when people go to Hollywood, they change their name just so it can flow easily. Maya Moore sounds like an actress.
Yeah, like I think like Marilyn Monroe too. I don't think that was her name. And actually, I used to think that Lord London name wasn't hers, but I think it might be hers. But it just sounds too Hollywood for me.
Yeah, it does. But yeah, Maya Moore sounds like an actress. That's cute. But anyway, she's the highlight of our week because she decided to, which I believe sometime last year, she decided to step away from the WNBA at the height of her career to help free a wrongly convicted man from prison. That's amazing. Like, for you to give that up at the height, like, just think you are the top of the top.
The cream of the crop?
The cream of the crop. And I think she heard about him when she was like 13 years old, something like that. Her grandparents or somebody told her about him when she was really, really young. And I guess she never forgot about the story.
That probably was her first crush. She probably had a crush on him.
A crush on a convicted felon. But let's see. Okay. So his name is Jonathan Irons, and he spent more than 20 years in prison for a crime he did not commit, which was burglary and assault. More than 20 years? So when they release him, they'll be like, oh, my bad. We just got free labor out of you for 20 years. First of all, y'all better pay that man.
Yeah, they better sue the city.
Do some. But yeah, so she stepped away to help free Jonathan Irons, and she is for justice and this word is hard to say. Justice and prosecutorial reform. I made it through. And he was released. Luckily, he was released on July 1st of this year. Yay. 20 years though. Y'all sue the city. Sue everybody that was involved. And anyway, and they recently revealed that they got married. That's a happy ending.
That is a happy ending. You know who relationship this reminds me of?
Oh, Lord. What?
This reminds me of Phaedra and Apollo.
That wasn't so happy of an ending, though.
They got married, though.
And then divorced. Had 2 beautiful... Was it 2 or 3 kids they got? I don't know.
They got 2 kids.
2, okay.
President and Sir Isaac
Prince,
Newton or something like that.
Don't pick on the kids' name. Kids should be able to change their name if they want to when they get a certain age. But anyway, so yeah, I'm like, they got married. I'm like that's a commitment right there. Because nowadays, most girls wouldn't have stayed with him, or they would have stayed with him and had a man on the side. Because I tell you right now, ain't no ride or die. You go to jail.
I always tell Joe that. Don't do it. I'm not a ride or die chick. I will leave you
in a second. I'm leaving. I don't care if you got 1 year. I'm leaving. I'm done.
Sorry.
But in this case, he was already in prison, so this is a different situation. But I'm happy for them. That was such a good thing she did for him. So shout out to Maya Moore, and hopefully only bigger things to come from this. This is amazing, and she will forever be remembered for this. All right.
Kudos. Congrats to them.
Yeah. Go shout out your business.
All right, guys. My business is HR consulting, and we have, as I said before, we have small businesses and mid-sized businesses. We offer them HR services at affordable prices. So if you have a small business and you need help with anything regarding HR, like recruiting or your handbook or employee forms, anything like that, payroll. We will help you do it. We will do it for you at a very, very affordable price. So you can reach us on IG at HCMGMT Consulting. Again, that's HCMGMT Consulting. Our link in the bio takes you to our website, our Facebook page, and we're going to have products up there soon. So hit us up. Let us know. We'll help you out any way we can. Thank you.
All right, that's the show for today. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Catch you all next week. Bye-bye.
Peace out.
Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words with yours truly, the Fletcher Twins. Make sure you join us every week and rate, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit up our email at podcast.1000words@gmail.com with any questions or topics you'd like to hear us cover. Also, check us out on IG at the Fletcher Twins and Facebook at A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words.